Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to another one of our Nordic Yacht Works boat videos. We have not been posting for a while because it's been kind of slow for boat sales over the holidays and the early part of the year, but we do have a bunch of videos coming up, so if you want to get notified, go ahead and subscribe and you'll automatically find out what's next. Today's boat is something quite different. We're looking at an original outboard powered Magnum Marine center console. As far as we know, there's less than 10 of these ever made, so there's very little information about them. This one has had the same owner for almost 20 years. If anybody knows more about these boats, please feel free to get in touch with us or comment on this video, and we'd like to hear more. But anyways, this boat is for sale. The owner has a new boat, and I'll do a quick walk around and tell you what we know about it. So it's powered by twin 250 Yamaha 4-strokes. I'll tell you about the motors a little bit later. The owner had this bracket put on, which actually raised the motors quite a bit. So according to him, this is about a 60-mile-an-hour boat when it runs right. For the last 10 years, the boat has been kept on a lift, but there is older bottom paint on it, as you can see. He did have the hull sides painted several years ago. They still look good. There's the Magnum logo. Usually don't see those on a center console. The trailer, that's one of our shop trailers. It's not available or included with the boat. Looking at the hull sides, it looks really nice actually. The boat's a 1988, so it's an older boat. I believe the model is a 27 center console fish. Narrow beam. It's very much like a cigarette type of boat. Magnum was actually Don Arono's, I believe, the first company he established. The boat is currently titled in Pennsylvania. I'll take you inside shortly, but there is a small cuddy cabin. There's canvas for the center console. It's actually in nice shape. All the metal seems to be in nice shape as well. I don't really see any corrosion. The owner, if I didn't already mention, the owner did put a new fuel tank in this boat not that many years ago. So anybody looking at older boats, they know that sometimes is a problem, but that has been done in this boat. Here's back looking at the motors and the bracket. These engines are from 2005, and we do not know the hours. We don't personally have a Yamaha computer, and we have not had a chance to get a mechanic to look at them yet. But here's the thing, the owner took it out for one last ride, and as luck would be, the starboard side engine developed a knock on it. So both of them start up immediately, but the starboard side has a loud knock, and we're not sure what it is. My guess is that it's going to need a new power head. So at that point it really doesn't make much of a difference what the hours are, because the next owner will at least need to repair the starboard side motor, or whoever buys the boat, if they really want to restore it and make it pristine, then repowering probably would be a better option than work on these older motors. So that's what we know about the power. Okay, let's go inside next and see how it looks there. Here's the inside look of our Magnum. As you can see, it's not exactly your traditional center console style with the leaning post. We got two bucket seats. The dash is also quite different. The owner's mechanic did replace the gauges with these analog Farriers. They look recently new. Hour meters, I would not really trust those at all. I believe they were replaced with the rest of them and they do not represent the real hours. There's a spot for a GPS. We do have a Garmin unit that goes with the boat. The back seat, I believe the owner recently did have that reupholstered, so that looks decent. There's regular battery switches. If you lift the back seat bottom off, then you have access to your bilge pumps and batteries, stuff like that. Floor seems solid everywhere. I don't feel any give. I would imagine if there was any issues they would have fixed that when they replaced the fuel tanks. So no soft floors if anybody's wondering about that. Here's the T-top. Appears to be in nice shape. The top side has a little bit of corrosion up there, but nothing major, especially considering the boat's 1988. I personally think that this is one of the very rare offshore boats that should be completely restored, and then the boat would be really valuable. Small cuddy cabin. We haven't really cleaned it up or anything. It's just pretty much the way it's been sitting at the owner's lift, mostly used for storage. I guess a smaller person could actually take a nap in there if needed. Canvas. It's a forward-facing seat. You can easily sit two adults there. And here's again going back. Normally we include sea trial videos on these. Sea trial parts on these videos, but as I said, no point to do one with one engine. Like, even though the other one starts, but I would not recommend running it to avoid any further damage. If anybody gets interested in the boat, we can start both of the motors up with the hose, and you'll hear right away that it's gonna require some work. That was the starboard side motor. I might have said port earlier, but starboard side has a knock. That's it for our Magnum. If you have any questions, get in touch with us and we'll be happy to answer any questions, or you're welcome to come to our boatyard location here in Lantana and take a look at the boat yourself. Okay, thanks for watching and remember to subscribe. Thanks.